Bak.
Merhaba arkadaşlar, hepiniz IEFT Talks webinarlarına hoş geldiniz. Bugün Breton University'den Victor Bey, Kanada'nın en güzel bölgesinde akademik programlar ve kaliteli eğitim fırsatları hakkında bilgi veriyor olacak. Lütfen sorularınızı questions kısmından sormayı unutmayın. Yes, Victor, the stage is yours now.
Thank you very much, Senet. Good evening and welcome. Thank you very much for allowing me the opportunity to tell you about the great opportunities you would have as students at Breton University. I'll go through a presentation about 20 minutes or so, and then I'll turn it over to answer any questions you may have. So Breton University, I'll start out by just showing this short video to give you a little glimpse of what life is like on our island in Canada.
Tradition. It lives in us on this island. It grows as we grow. It changes as we change, adapts, and perseveres. Tradition has heart and the courage to explore new paths. It stretches beyond our shores and creates a united Ulagi for us all. Here at Breton University, tradition never stands still. Ours is a tradition of possibility, inspiring us to become the leaders of tomorrow and creating a world we can be proud of. Ours is a tradition of new, and everyone is welcome.
Thank you for that. And of course, I want to say, why would you choose Canada? In Canada, most of the universities are all public institutions, which is important to note because it means the quality is then consistent among the universities. So getting a BBA in accounting at Breton University is as recognized internationally as getting one from the University of Toronto. But you'll note your class sizes and your fees are much lower in Breton. So that exchange rate coupled with our tuition fees makes it quite attractive for Turkish students and students from all over the world to choose Breton University. And of course, Canada has had immense growth in international students over the past 10 years, especially at Breton University as well. Now, maybe you may not recognize Breton like you would recognize the name Toronto, Vancouver, or Montreal. But we are located on the east coast of Canada in the province of Nova Scotia, recognized internationally as Canada's most beautiful island the previous 3 years by International Trade Magazine, Travel and Leisure, as well as a must-visit island by National Geographic Magazine. So we are an island of about just over 100,000, 130,000 people, most centered in our city of Sydney. That's Sydney, Canada, not Sydney, Australia, which is a great welcoming people, lots of music, dancing, beautiful beaches and hiking in the summer and winter. And we're just a great place with friendly people to study and enjoy life. Of course, it would be remiss not to mention COVID-19 ongoing pandemic. The data that I present here are gleaned from today. We have 4 confirmed cases currently, only 29 active cases. So we are among the most safe spots in all of North America. You can see the cumulative data to the right, which is all of the cases we've had since the pandemic first began, which is quite astoundingly low, which is great because of our good public health measures and people that are following the rules. Of course, Breton is the island to the right. In the whole eastern sector, only 76 cases. Breton University is a small university of about 5,500 students, but over half are international students from over 50 countries, of course, including Turkey, but we'd hope to see many more Turkish students come join us in the coming years. We do a massive investment in our student services. We'll go into some particular services a bit later on. Fairly young university since 1974. But whereas we are a smaller university, that gives you a higher quality learning environment because your classes are smaller size. That gives you a great opportunity to get to know the faculty on a personal level. After year one, most of your professors will even know your name. It gives you a really great opportunity to learn in a small environment. That's why we're rated so high in student satisfaction and teaching experience throughout the country. Primarily, we're an undergraduate degree granting institution. We also have post-diploma degree options and post-baccalaureate options in business. And of course, you can transfer credits if you have any post-secondary education at home. And we also have a master's degree in business. So there are 4 faculties at Cape Breton University: business, science, technology, education and health, and arts and social sciences. So I'll just highlight a few of the over 60 programs that we have that I think may appeal particularly to you. So in our Shannon School of Business, 4-year BBA, majors in marketing, supply chain management, and accounting, as well as hospitality and tourism management degree. This is a 3-year degree, but includes 2 required paid internships. Of course, the hospitality sector is popular internationally, and particularly in Cape Breton, whereas we are an international tourist destination. Many students choose to do their internships at the golfing resorts on the island, hotel management, or you could also do your internships anywhere across Canada and even internationally, because we are an IHG training academy, which is the Intercontinental Hotel Group, which owns Crown Plazas, Intercontinental Hotels, Holiday Inns across the world. As well as there's post-baccalaureate diploma options in business. If you have an undergraduate degree in any discipline, so long as you have, say, a 70% minimum overall average, you can take these 2-year diplomas consisting of 12 courses, 3 semesters in class. Your final semester is either an internship or a research project, offered in supply chain management, business analytics, which is more of a data analysis, as well as our new program in this healthcare management. As well, there's an MBA in community economic development, the only MBA in North America that puts community at the core. So you focus on, really growing businesses within the supply chain of your local community, focusing on cooperatives, social enterprises, and giving a real local supply chain concentration. Of course, you can focus on change management, international business, and other things as well. And there's also co-op opportunities in the business degrees where you can spend a semester working and getting course credit and an income. Our Faculty of Science and Technology, our engineering technology degree, we offer this as a 3-year degree or 2-year post degree if you already have a related degree or diploma from home. We offer this in 4 streams as well: electronics and controls, first and only instrumentation degree in engineering technology in Canada. Our petroleum is the first and one of only 2 in Canada. And we also are a global training partner for ExxonMobil here. They typically will send a cohort of workers once per year to Cape Breton University, where they use our laboratories to get trained on the specific engineering technology they use in their professional life. As well as there's the environmental studies, as well as the chemical engineering technology. We also have the traditional Bachelor of Engineering degree, 2+2 transfer, where you do your first 2 years at CBU, you gain a diploma in engineering, and then complete the degree at our partner university, Dalhousie in Halifax. And a Bachelor of Science 3 or 4 year degree with majors in biology, chemistry, math, and psychology. And an advantage here of Cape Breton University as well is we give research opportunities to undergraduate students in the sciences, which is really great. Because many universities reserve those research opportunities for graduate students. But we have a on-campus Verschuren Center for environmental sustainability here, where there's lots of great research in cancer research, wastewater remediation research, a lot of environmental scientific research, and so there's lots of opportunities for the students to get some real hands-on experience while studying at CBU. Our Faculty of Arts and Social Science, Bachelor of Arts, I have a degree in political science from this school, as well as the MBA from CBU. There are many different disciplines to major in, from philosophy to sociology, communication, and more, as well as a 2-year diploma in public admin and management, which is mostly focused on training people in Canadian government practices and policies. Our Bachelor of Arts and Science in the Environment mixes both the hard and soft sciences, so it's a cross-disciplinary degree studying the hard sciences and the social sciences in order to create socially conscious graduates working in public policy, government, environmental advocacy, and so on. In our School of Education and Health, there's the Bachelor of Health Sciences, Public Health. This is also a 4-year degree or a 2-year post degree if you already have a diploma or degree from Turkey or wherever you may have studied. So this is one of only 6 in Canada. Of course, public health is on the top of everybody's mind over the past year, but focuses on environmental health, food safety, water safety, airborne diseases, things of that nature. You also, our graduating students they score amongst the top in Canada on their certification exam to become public health officers after graduation. So it's really quite a great opportunity in this program. A few of our international student services, we have a regulated Canadian immigration consultant on staff. 2 other international student advisors are international student immigration advisors, so there's lots of help transitioning from student to potentially permanent resident or citizen of Canada post-graduation, to help you, extend your study permits, apply for your post-grad work permit, which of course international students can apply to get an up to 3-year postgraduate work permit after they graduate from a program that's at least 2 years in length. We do orientation sessions each semester. Of course, we had to go online in September and January, so we did virtual orientation, but beginning in May 2021, students will be returning to campus. So we would love to welcome you in person in our island in the fall or winter 2022. We pick up all our new arriving students at the airport and ensure that they get to their place of residence. There's also career services on campus for students that want to make those professional connections while studying their program, but also looking for part-time work while being a student, either on campus or in the community. All students are offered free tutoring and a writing center to help with your research and writing your papers. Your international tuition includes your health insurance, and there is a health center on campus with visiting doctor, nurses, and social workers as well. The application process at CBU is fairly straightforward. We accept scanned documents of your official transcripts and language score as well. The process is all online. We're currently at about 2 weeks processing, or 10 business days. And we actually have 3 intakes in September, January, and May. We are accepting still applications for the May semester, but that will close in February. And then September will be open up until July of 2021 for applications. Basic requirements, 65% overall Canadian equivalent average, and proof of language, IELTS being the most popular, be 6.5 overall, no band lower than 6. Also KL, Pearson PTE, TOEFL, Duolingo. We all accept those English language tests. We also have a private partner on campus, ICEAP Nova Scotia. If you want to learn English at an academic level in person on campus at CBU, you can study at our language training facility here. There's some average tuitions listed as well. These are in Canadian dollars, of course. And it's noted that the post-baccalaureate diplomas for the entire year diploma, you're looking at about 26,000 Canadian. So that's about, 15 your first year, 10,000 your second, and then you graduate with a post-baccalaureate diploma in your related business field. Accommodations, we have 3 separate residents on campus. There are 4 different choices, from single to double dorm, apartment style, semi-private, and private. Of course, they all range in fees anywhere from 4,000 to 7,000 Canadian for the entire year or 2 semesters. As well, off-campus living is very popular amongst international students because the cost of living in Cape Breton is one of the lower in Canada. So your per month rental costs can be quite affordable. So we do recommend new students spend at least 1 semester on campus. That way you get to know the campus, make some friends, then usually they transition to renting a flat in the community with a few friends as the university career continues. We pay out millions of dollars in scholarships every year. Just listed some of the major awards there on the page. Now the major scholarships are open to all students, so you have to be aware that it's highly competitive for international students because they also are competing with the Canadian students as well. But we spent over $1 million last year, in particular international entrance scholarships. So you can get up to 2,500, renewable up to 1,000 per year during your career. So you're looking at maybe $5,000 to $6,000 of scholarship, all based on your academics. And then there's also in-course bursaries that are available that are based on your financial need. So that was I wanted to leave some time for questions for this. So that was about a 20-minute presentation. And so now I can go through your questions. Oh, thank you very much, Salim. We've connected before, I think, in the past. Nova Scotia is a beautiful province. I've had the pleasure to grow up here. Of course, moved away like many people have, and then found my way back, which is really quite great. We suggest if we get private health insurance from Turkey for Canada, does it work? We do recommend that you get at least travel insurance because when you're traveling to Canada, because your university health plan through GuardMe starts when you actually land in the country. So in that whole transit phase, you should have your insurance for that. But it is included on your tuition, and it is particular for international student coverage. So of course you can come with your own insurance, but then there'll be a process of trying to opt out after you arrive. But that's also questions we can work through in particular to you as we move forward. Do you offer English language preparation? Yes, that would be, it's no problem if you missed it, through our partner ICEAP Nova Scotia. Basically, they have their own application, and then they test your level with their own test, and then will place you in their program. It would be a minimum 4-month block of study, up to 1 year, depending on if you have some English language capacity to having learned from the beginning. If you do come to study at ICAP, they can place you with a host family in the community. If you meet CBU's language requirements, then you would either stay on residence or your own apartment. But ICAP does have host families, which is recommended because it really connects you with a local person. You have to try the local cuisine, which, some people love it. Some people take a little while to get used to it. Excuse me. Is co-op possible for all diploma programs? For the post-baccalaureate diplomas, it's not a co-op that's available, but a work placement. It's very similar to a co-op, but it doesn't have to follow the very strict guidelines to how to get approved and operate a co-op. But there is available, and the paid internship is required in the Bachelor of Hospitality and Tourism Management. So we have 3 work placement officers that will work with you to find a proper resort or hotel that you would want to kind of work with after graduation. And a lot of students who perform very well in their work placements can then transition, get offered a job after graduation with that particular resort or hotel. From Bera, thank you for the valuable information. Well, thank you for tuning in. I'm very happy that you were here. And then you have a question. Pathway to be a psychologist in Canada. The best pathway there, I would say, would be probably the Bachelor of Arts majoring in psychology, or you can also take a Bachelor of Science majoring in psychology. But I would say the arts would be more in tune with what your later goals would be, because while your required courses for psychology will remain the same in both degrees, in the arts degree you can focus on the communication levels and the interpersonal communication, and which gives you a lot more of the human social element of psychology. But you would first need the undergraduate degree in psychology before moving on to those graduate programs. The admission requirements for a business management degree, basically a high school transcript with a math and 4 other courses, with an high school or an overall average of Canadian equivalent 65% or C average. So the admission requirements are pretty good for the business school. Facilities for internships during education. The business school has opportunity for co-ops in their BBA. There are also, in the MBA, there are opportunities for paid research with faculty. I did that while I studied the MBA. The Hospitality Tourism Management has required internships, of course, as well as the post-baccalaureate diplomas in business. In your 4th semester, you have the opportunity to do an internship or research project. And in the science degrees, there are opportunities to do paid research as a student, working with faculty or the private researchers at our Verschuren Center for Environmental Sustainability. GPA is not necessary for the MBA. It's just more of a, you should have at least a B average of 80%. But the MBA application is a little more involved than the undergrad. You have to submit your transcripts. You will also have to write like a short letter of interest. You would have to submit your CV, your resume, as well as 3 recommendation letters, and well as a GMAT. A GMAT exam is also, their general managerial assessment test is a requirement for the MBA as well. Do you have work permit while we are studying? Yes, every international student in Canada, while they are studying in class, are allowed to work up to 15 hours per week or 20 hours per week. And then on scheduled breaks, say between May and September, you're allowed to work full-time or 40 hours per week. Currently, do you offer online programs? Currently, all of our programs are online because of the pandemic. And I suspect when we go back in class full-time, when students can return to campus, that the online option will continue to be offered, because you know, all students aren't going to be able to have that mobility at the same time due to public health regulations and so forth. So there will be options. We do offer exclusive online option for Bachelor of Engineering, Technology, and Manufacturing, as well as Masters of Education programs are exclusively online. There's also a Bachelor of Emergency Management that is offered online. But you can also follow up with me directly if you have any particular program questions, and I can share that. I can share my email in the chat here. And did that in the question, sorry. I'll send it in the chat box here as well. How about living expenses in Nova Scotia? Must be cheaper than Vancouver. Yeah, by a long shot, Vancouver is quite an expensive city, especially if you're looking to rent a flat. Cape Breton or Nova Scotia has amongst one of the most affordable cost of living in Canada, whether from food to rent, just basic cost of living. Compared to the larger cities like Toronto, Vancouver, or Montreal. The government of Canada requires students to have, show $10,000 outside of their, tuition cost for cost of living. That would probably get you through for a year in, Nova Scotia. I recommend for comfort level, you want to have about 15,000, but you're also have the opportunity to work both part-time and full-time as a student. Lots of opportunities for on-campus work, as well as in the community. A little tougher this year because there have been no tourists because of the pandemic, but the service industry is, of course, a very popular place for students to work while studying. Do you have a Department of Computer Software Development Engineering? We do have a Bachelor of Engineering Technology in Instrumentation, Electronics, and Controls. I think that would be the one that is most well suited to your question, because it does focus on the instrumentation in engineering. So there's some, CSS and programming involved. But unfortunately, we do not have like a Bachelor of Computer Science or IT. Also, the post-baccalaureate diploma in business analytics is more of the study of big data. So while you're not doing the programming itself, it's using the the data captures to analyze trends in business and predictability of human behavior. How is the weather there? How cold is it? Today, it's about 3 degrees Celsius, kind of overcast. Actually, Nova Scotia, on average, is the warmest province in the country. We're actually, because we of our location on the Atlantic Ocean, it warms the province more than the landlocked provinces. So our average winter temperature is usually between 0 to -10. In the summer, we're about mid-20s to high 20s Celsius, of course. We do enjoy 4 seasons here, but you do get your Canadian winter, so there will be snow. There are ski hills here, lots of opportunities to ski, to snowshoe, play hockey, real Canadian activities. So should you so choose. There is a ice rink on campus as well. So there's lots of things to take advantage of your location. But it's pretty good. It's actually incredibly mild this winter so far. We've only had snow once. If there's any other questions, feel free to chat there. If not, I posted my email into the chat box, so please contact me at any time. There's no stupid questions, of course, and I'll try my best to answer you directly within a day and help support your transition to becoming a Cape Breton University student and enjoying the most beautiful island in Canada at a really great institution. And once public health regulations allow, I really can't wait to visit Turkey. I was telling Zeynep earlier when we were chatting, I had my ticket booked for March of 2020, but of course the hammer came down and we weren't allowed to travel. So I'm prepared and ready once it's safe to do so once again, and I really can't wait.
Yes, Victor, I think we have a new question.
Oh.
Could you please answer that too?
Oh, I see them now. I just took a moment to come in, I think. Which programs are most popular among the Turkish international students? The most popular programs for international students and Turkish students included would be the engineering technology programs, petroleum, instrumentation, environmental, or chemical. Amongst those, instrumentation, electronics and controls, and petroleum would be the most popular, as well as the Bachelor of Public Health, Health Sciences, especially in the advanced standing format, because of the unique program being only one of 6 universities in Canada that have it. The post-baccalaureate diplomas in business are incredibly popular for international students. I would say they're over 80% international enrolled in those programs because they are 2-year programs. They have an affordable tuition price. They are a post-baccalaureate program. So it's not quite on the master's level, but it is beyond the baccalaureate, as well as they are 3 semesters in class and 1 semester as a work term. So that is quite appealing to international students. There would be the 3 top programs for international students currently. And is it possible transferring from a Turkish university from 2-year for undergraduate programs? Yes, Julia, definitely. We accept transfer credits for all of our programs. You can transfer up to 50% of your studies into a CBU degree. So you have to do at least half of the program at CBU, and then you can graduate with a full, say, 4-year bachelor degree from CBU in as little as 2 years. So you don't necessarily have to have completed your program from Turkey. You just have to have some post-secondary credits, and then they're assessed individually. Well, if we're not getting any more questions, I don't want to keep you on here needlessly. And of course, always must remember that you can contact me at any time through my email. I'm on, of course, WhatsApp, whatever way you, whatever works best for you. I'm available at time. I really want to thank Zeynep and the team at IEFT for organizing this. It's very great platform, very painless transition. Organizing, you know, a Canadian institution with to be able to promote ourselves to interested Turkish students. We really hope that you will, you know, can seriously consider Cape Breton University, because I don't just promote them. I am a double graduate from here as well, and I speak from experience when I say that the programs and the faculty here are really top-notch.
Yes, thank you very much, Victor, for your presentation. We believe it was a very informational webinar for the attendees, and you put a real effort answering all of the questions. Also, I would like to thank the participants in Turkish as well. Katıldığınız için teşekkür ederiz arkadaşlar. Cape Breton University ile ilgili diğer sorularınız için Victor'un paylaştığı mail adresinden iletişime geçebilirsiniz. Yarınki webinarlarımızda görüşmek üzere. Thank you again, Victor. It was a pleasure to have you in IEFT Talks. Is there anything you would like to add before we wrap up?
Yeah, I'm just so thankful that you have virtually met you all. Hopefully, maybe see you on campus or in person when I visit. And please take care, stay safe, and all the best for you and your families.
Okay, hope to see you in Turkey. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.